Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Hopefully, we're gonna have a few more victories today in Monster Train. I have a new thought, a new idea. We're not gonna be playing overpowered champion. What I might do, instead of doing random, perhaps I can select like the champion that I want, and then we random everything else. Like I was thinking we could try the Pyreborn Gilda lady and see what we roll. Then again, it is real fun to just do random. I'll do random. I like random. There's a 1 in 20 chance we actually get the champion that we want. We didn't, we got a Woken Stygian. Christ. Well, you know, we gotta do him at some point. Pyre of Savagery, friendly units gain Slay +1 attack permanently. Vine Grasp, Crypt Builder, Guard the Unnamed. All right, we can do this. Sap, Seraph, Damage, Shield, deals damage to the Pyre Archeon, very annoying dude. And we have the Sentient. Because our units gain attack permanently on a kill, the Spikes Sentient is tempting because we could make the Sentient really strong by having it kill all of the weak enemy units with spikes. By the end of the run, they could be doing 40 damage, but is that really a lot? It's not nothing, and it makes the tank a little bit better over time. I'd rather have them get the kill than anyone else. A Sting every turn is good draw that fills the deck with decent, quick, small damage spells. I think I'd rather have the money buff early. And this is basically what I'm thinking of. You make the tank take hits and then end up scaling damage-wise. There's a lot of enemies that you fight over the course of a run. We can probably get a lot of kills with this. Revenge Cultivate, I think, might just be a little bit slow for me. Let me check out the log real quick here. I gotta plan this out. So we've done both of these. Spikes 50 or Revenge Cultivate 4. It really does depend on what other units we get. I kind of wish Cultivation was a little bit more targeted, because sometimes if you have weak buff units on a floor, you don't want them to be the target of the Cultivation. You want your Animus with Multi-Strike to be the target of the Cultivation. I think I might just go with Spikes though. It's so nice to deal with weak enemy units, so they don't add garbage to your deck and whatnot. I'll take Rejuvenate if it ever shows up, but it's only ever shown up once. So I haven't been able to take it. 110 gold, I like it. Let's do it. Potok says, I'm making pizza dough. You're making pizza? Man, that sounds nice. I would love some pizza. But I always want pizza, so. Okay, Shield Steward I'm going to play because we can put things down on every floor. Our champion is going to be doing quite a bit of damage here. I could also try, well, I can definitely try. I can get a kill just with a Crypt Builder, but we might be able to hit it with a Forgone Power. In fact, we 100% can. So this is weird, but if we do this, he's dead. Champion is gaining 2 damage because they got 2 kills. They're gonna be getting 4 kills here. It's very interesting. An unusual way of playing this, but I kind of like it for now. And then up here, we'll just play freezes. So you're already doing 9 damage, which is not too bad. Heal up, doing 228. Move up, move back, move up, move back. They're not going to be getting any more strength. They're going to be at 11, but that's permanent damage up on the champion now. And that's 10 over the course of one fight. This champion, they might be doing 100 damage by the time we hit Titans, if we make it that far. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Razor Sharp is going to be really nice for us if we end up getting big hitting units. We don't really need the spikes anymore. I think we'll take Razor Sharp even at the cost of a Calcified Ember. We have the discards in the deck, and we already have a crit builder. In fact, we have 2. So I don't think we need too much more in the way of front-facing targeted damage. We don't even really need to hit the back line because we have spikes, and the spikes are going to be getting kills. We have 2 Vine Grasps. I don't think we need a Flash Freeze. So this looks like a skip, I think. Stygian unit, Merchant of Magic, Awoken Banner. We don't need a tank because we have the champion. So the guard, I think, is a little bit unnecessary. A sweeper is also unnecessary because we want the champion to get hit. Although the sweeper could buff its own damage, which might be a little bit more important. Merchant of Steel, you know, we're really hoping to get multi-strike on a big damage Stygian unit, but big damage Stygian units kind of don't exist. You've got sweepers, you've got Eel Gorgon, I guess, which would be nice. Awoken units, you have the Animuses. The Animuses are at least more damage. You have the Rejuvenate triggers on Awoken Hollows, which are nice to scale units. Like, even the tanks, I think, are better here. And you have sweepers. So you have sweepers on both sides. As far as spells go, Permafrost, Magic Power on the Crit Builder, Good Restores would be really nice to have early. Yeah, we're getting damage on the champion from the Pyre. Because it's spikes, it picked up 11 kills. Shield Steward got 1 and Spear Steward got 1. I think... Let me actually check the units here. This is an important decision. Not that. We want units from Awoken. Like, I'll take the sweepers, I'll take the hollows, I'll take the animuses, all decent. There's also a couple of cards I don't have. I don't know what they are. Steel Singer could also be interesting, but it is very expensive. And then if you go Stygian, really, the unit I would hope to find is Siren of the Sea or Eel Gorgon. Let's see what we get. Endless and Large Stone. We got a Cold Celia. We already have a guard, so we'll take a Cold Celia. I think Large Stone there is fine. But we are going to be looking for a quick upgrade, I think. Buy, reroll. We're not going to have enough money for quick. Actually, will we? 100, 170. No, we're not going to have enough money because this is about 180. Do we just reroll immediately, hope for the best? Do we put like 25 health on the Guard of the Unnamed? Let's give you the health and then reroll. Although a Large Stone Endless. No, I don't care about sweeping. I want the champion to get hit. Well, not necessarily, because again, Cold Celia can still buff her damage by hitting enemies. I'm just gonna reroll. And honestly, it's pretty good. I can't afford both, but I think we do want quick on, well, no, because we want the champion to get hit. Or I guess Cold Celia scaling her damage is fine. Okay, you take this. Morn can't armor on the guard. And then we don't want spikes for Cold Celia. I don't care. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's acceptable. If I didn't spend the 25 gold, I might have been able to buy multi-strike on her as well, but I think we're fine. Okay. So there will be enemies that spawn at the bottom and add garbage to my deck, but they do attack. So I think Sentient can come down here and tank. I'm I'm gonna put Cold Steely up here to save the Pyre. I'm not even gonna play the Shield Steward because I want her to get the kills. Yeah, you're all dying. Beautiful. You get stronger. You're also gonna be the tank for the final boss. Honestly, the champion weakening them and then, oh, I need you. The champion weakening them and then Cold Celia coming in to get the kills is possibly what we're looking for. Like, weaken the first couple of waves, then you finish it off. Okay, good. I don't mind that the champion is getting these kills. I really don't. I also don't really mind if we take the 1 Pyre damage. I should also be playing my spells up at the top floor. Whatever. I would like you to die to spikes. Thank you. Cool. I mean, Cold Celia is already hitting for 32. That's not too bad. This guy's gonna have some spikes when he moves up. He'll have 5 spikes. So Cold Celia is only gonna be able to hit a couple of times, but we have, like, enough damage. And our spells are pretty nice too. Magic Power and Spell Weakness might be nice to have. Additionally, I would like to get the relic that is when you gain armor, gain more armor, but I don't think that can be found because we're not playing the Hellhorn. Maybe, ooh, offering token, yes. Maybe if we could find incant trigger twice, that would be nice to have. Merchant of Arms or spell upgrades. So Magic Power, Permafrost, Holdover, -1 energy, +10 Magic Power, +20 Magic Power and Consume on the restores. Intrinsic? Maybe Intrinsic on the offering token. I like to think about what I'm going there for. Like, what kind of upgrades for spells am I looking for? Could also go left, heal the Pyre, and then also find rooms. I would love to find rooms that give us, maybe not rooms, maybe equipment, like heal 10 every turn. That armor would be nice for the champion. Also, I don't believe it's a slay trigger. Maybe it is a slay trigger. I'm just wondering if silence removes the Pyre of Savagery effect. I don't know. I think I want Merchant of Magic here. Well, what's coming up? Trinkets get us a lot of money. Steel gets us an armory. And then we have a Merchant of Arms coming up next. We're going to be going to this Merchant of Arms. Let's go to the Merchant of Magic here. Good thinking, good thinking. So we have another sweeper, which we don't really need. I think we'll take the Awoken Hollow, though. Cultivation triggers go nicely. We can make something very cheap. So a very cheap crit builder is nice, so that we can just play it for 1 energy. Offering token doesn't need to be intrinsic, I suppose. Magic Power would be nice, but that's probably better on Restoration Detonation. Well, let's start upgrading. An early Razor Sharp? We don't really need it, but it is good scaling. I mean, we're here, we have the money, we get more money. Let's upgrade everything we can. On Revenge, permanently gain Rage. So, I mean, That's interesting. Gain 2 attack for every missing 1 health. Titan skin 5. I mean, when hit, permanently gain rage would be nice for Cold Celia, but she's not going to hit that often. I am thinking, like, guard on his own floor, just taking damage and scaling rage. We don't need to put the champion at the bottom. He can be down there with no quick and no spikes, just getting hit and then scaling. Or give him Titan skin, and then he's living for a lot longer during big boss fights. We might not want the Savage Shackles, but our units are relatively cheap. Even Awoken Hollow is not 2 energy, it's only 1. You could also gain Rage. You could also gain Titan Skin. I think that'd be better on the guard. He has upgrades right now. So it would be like this. I mean, that's not bad. On Revenge permanently. We don't have Dualism. Dualism is fantastic for this. 2 attack for every missing 1 health. Also pretty good for the Awoken Hollow, but they're gonna be healed. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give the guard the Titan skin. So we get a curse, but that's a pretty sizable upgrade. And now we don't have to worry about where we're playing him, because I think that's gonna be too annoying to have to figure out. So if we put the Hollow down here in front of Cold Celia, then the Hollow will be buffing her damage, and she's a big damage dealer. Sentient and Guard can go on other floors to maybe protect us from the Pyre damage that we would take. Because we do have 3 tanks. I want her to get a lot of kills. So I think we're gonna do this. And then let's put the Sentient here and the Guard here. I might go capacity so that I can play the Guard on the same floor as the Hollow. That way we get more value out of playing the Restores. That does seem appropriate. So he's only taking 8 damage because of his Titan skin. That's pretty nice. Disposable says this boss looks so goofy I can't take him seriously, like an overgrown chicken. Nothing wrong with being a chicken. What are you, a turkey? All right, keep buffing Cold Celia. Thank you. Yeah. This seems like it's working pretty well. We're not getting any kills here. However, we can. So that's a kill. And now you're dying due to the Awoken Hollow, but it doesn't matter. Let's play you. Let's play you. We need to get the bigger heal card. There we go. Need to buff your health. Kills you. I guess I could have let the champion get the kill instead of the spell get the kill. That'd be important to do, I think. I mean, Cold Celia is hitting for 64 right now. That's not too bad as a sweep. We're gonna need more targeted damage at some point. You're dead. Beautiful. Because we have sweep covered. We need multi-strike and just bigger damage output. But if we can build up her damage and then duplicate her, maybe we can just do something with that. She's at a 33, that's not too bad. Or maybe magic power. Maybe if we just buff magic power and crypt builder, we can just do that. I do like Harness the Titans to buff our healing spells. And we have a multi-striker. Perfect. Okay, so that should theoretically be the damage done. I think we might want to get capacity, though. So right now, Cold Celia is not going to go behind Woken Hollow. Animus is going to go behind Woken Hollow. Cold Celia can go behind the guard. Sentient can be on her own floor. So perhaps we'll go... We could go draw? We have a lot of zero-cost cards. I'm going to go draw. Well, not a lot, but we're going to have more, hopefully. Good time to go for a Merchant of Steel, although we're not going to have the most amount of money. Could go left for a Trinket and then re-roll once. But if we get... But what are we looking for here? The Animus doesn't need buffs. The Woken Hollow does need help. Cold Celia needs like a multi-strike. If we go right, we're basically re-rolling and we're looking for multi-strike. Maybe Smidge Stone for the Awoken Hollow, that we can have the Animus and the guard on the same floor. Large Stone, maybe Animus, but Animus could go behind the Sentient in that case. I really feel like Merchant of Trinkets might be better, but we're literally just gonna buy one. Fragile on Slay gain attack permanently. That works very well. And we did get a Smidge Stone. Although I have to admit that Cold Celia with multi-strike and she's getting stronger, also pretty nice. Again, Smidge Stone allows the Awoken Hollow, the Animus, and the guard on the same floor, so we get more incant bonuses. I only need 10 more gold. Please give me gold. Wait, this is not a concealed cavern. Oh, hell, we're not gonna get the gold. All right, well. We need damage. I'd rather do damage. That's a good Cold Celia. Take some health. It's gonna put some damage on the Animus. We might not go to another Merchant of Steel. Enemies reanimate? No problem, I have multi-strike. We want to put the Slay equipment on Cold Celia if possible, I think. Now, do we want the Awoken Hollow down here so that we can buff her damage, or do we want to keep buffing the Animus? I'm gonna say that we want to keep buffing our sweeper. But the Animus? Well, the Animus is not going to be getting as many kills anymore. Because this guy's out with the quick. Out with the quickness. Alright, give me the Hollow. Give me a... Let's get the Animus out. That's good enough. I like that. That's another couple of kills. Could have played Harness the Titans, but I had other things in mind on that turn, I guess. That's a really good holdover if we can get it. That's a great holdover if we can get it. So now you're scaling more. We're sapped, but we're still doing a lot of damage. I mean, she's doing 130 damage a turn. That's not bad. The Animus is getting the kill here, which I appreciate. Can I kill you? Nope, but we got close. So I don't want to kill you with a spell. Because if I kill you with a spell, we don't gain the permanent bonus on somebody. I guess over the course of an entire run, Savagery is going to be worth quite a lot, isn't it? And we should apply a lot of Frostbite too. You go down to 1 HP? How? Oh, because you're reanimated. Well, I don't want to kill you then. I want her to get the kills. She's getting 2 on just this one enemy. That's perfect. Let's heal you. You're still getting the kills. Yeah, this is going pretty well so far. This Cold Celia, I mean, she's getting the kill. She's also just doing a lot of damage. Which I'm a big fan of. 200 damage per turn is nothing to sneeze at with Quick. We're gonna need more, but we're getting there. We're slowly buffing her. So in Graft, gain 1 energy, draw 1 more next turn, restore 1 health. It basically pays for itself. Provides a benefit. Spell weakness. Okay, well, spell weakness is really nice so that we can get more value from our spells. Sap is good too. Hold over on Sap, we can keep the end game bosses, you know, dead forever. But muting is also just incredible. Like, it is so strong. We need to go to a Merchant of Arms. Yep. Grant friendly units plus 15 attack. Fragile. Spells cost -1. Cheaper spells would be nice, but we already have cheap spells. I think out of all of this, 15 damage is pretty nice. Put it on the Animus floor. She's hitting for 30 times 3 by default. It's okay. I don't think Cold Celia is gonna need it. She's gonna have hundreds of damage, ideally. But Fight Club, I think, is fine as a free take. Now, I didn't take Smidge Stone, but the Overgrowth Carapace would have been awesome. Do you take it? Pixely, welcome. Choot choot. I mean, we could find another Smidge Stone, man. I gotta think about this more because Smidge Stone is so nice if you can get it. We want a tank to be in front of her. We already have good units and we don't have the thing that lowers capacity. I might just re-roll. It's so nice to have though. You just put it on the Animus and then they grow. If you get Smidge. A little old Smidge. Can I afford to not take it? If we take it, capacity is probably the next play, just so that we can put it on her own floor, let her go. I'll take it. I like it. I don't think we need a second Bloodthirsty Blade. I think the one that we have is actually pretty nice. We would, and we don't need the ring. We want this one to scale. I mean, I am thinking it's too expensive to merge these. We don't really have the energy to play them and our units and the curse until we get energy. So I think that's a pass. So what are we deploying? Probably Bloodthirsty Blade. Get it out on turn 1. Kind of a bit of a weak shop, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Multi-strike train stewards are not a horrible idea, but we're gonna have better damage out of our other units. We do have a trial coming up, so we should get a decent amount of money out of this. As such, I'm gonna purge a... probably Forgone Power. I don't need that many of these. All right. You haste, but you're gonna die. You're Titan Skin, but you're gonna die. You Relentless Revenge Titan Skin, you're gonna... Easy, easy. Cold Celia. The Blade. And now I don't have any energy to play anything else. I guess the Sentient can come down here. We can build up other floors. She's almost getting a kill. God, she's so close to getting a kill. Just do that, I guess. I mean, that went very nicely. Gain 1 energy, draw 1 next turn. I don't have anything to play here, except this does get her a kill. Might as well draw more next turn. I guess out of all of you, I'd rather have the Animus. 91 times 2 means that she is getting both of these kills. Oh, not with the Titan Skin, though. Not with the Titan Skin. Ah. Well, that's okay. Instead, the Sentient picked up those kills. Now she's getting the kills, I think. No, not quite. Or maybe yes. Hold on. 93 means that she's actually doing 88 damage. But then she's getting 2 kills, buffing her own damage, and then she's going to be getting more after that. Awesome. Let's, I think, Fight Club. I think I'll just play Vengeful Shard. Things look good. Why is this champion so OP, says Potok? Sentient is not OP. They're good. They're an excellent tank. But a lot of the times what I want is not a tank. I need a better damage dealer. So we have to be careful. We need energy. It's clear. I know that this trial has bad energy, but we need energy. Trying to think if there's... I don't want to play the book. Taking 1,052. You're gonna be real damn close. Well, you're gonna die to the frostbite. I guess I would rather you move up. Why not play that? I guess I'd rather you move up so that hopefully my Animus can get the kill on you. How are you making it through this floor? I guess you still have 25 Titan Skin. Yeah, that'll do it. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, that was pretty easy. I'm surprised that they made it past Cold Celia, though. Ah, Restoring Retreat is excellent. I guess I'll take another book. I don't really need it, but I'll take it. Now, Merchant of Magic or Merchant of Steel? Steel, we want Animus, Awoken Hollow to be buffed. I think we'd be better off with spells, honestly. Because I very much want to add magic power and -1 to the Engraft, hold over to the Harness of the Titans, or Restoring Retreat. We're probably gonna need energy, because with Restoring Retreat, we can build up a big floor. We don't need capacity anymore. We're probably going to want health on the Animus and more health on the Hollow, but I really want to go to the Merchant of Magic with the amount of money that we have. We could also duplicate. I mean, Cold Celia is fantastic right now. 130 damage, basically. But if we can, I'd rather duplicate her later. Like, we can go up here to the duplication right before the Merchant of Steel, duplicate her at that moment, or duplicate the blade at the last moment. Put that on the Animus, buff the Hollow. Yeah, I like that more. Maybe I assumed the wrong character as a champ. I mean the Chain Lady. She not the champ? No, the 64 times 215 is definitely not the champion. The champion is the Senshin, who is just a big ol' tank. But the big ol' upgraded Cold Celia is pretty fantastic. Silence. Ooh, that's real nice. Meat Shield. Meat Shield's what we want. 110%. Now, we did get a holdover. Holdover Harness the Titan. Infinite magic power scaling, quite nice. Also means that we can get better heals as we keep playing the magic power. On a Restoring Retreat, we can also keep the big guy on the same floor over and over and over again, stop him from going up, getting magic power. Sorry, not magic power, getting multi-strike. I want them both, really, good lord. But I want to check something. Mute. Triggers and abilities. Is the loop a trigger? Yes, it is. It is not a resolve, which is what silence prevents. No, silence prevents triggers and abilities too. Why? Okay, then why was it that I was still getting resolved triggers? Or not resolve, or is it a loop trigger? Is loop a trigger? This is why sometimes the game, I think, needs fewer keywords. Loop. Okay, resolve is a trigger. It doesn't say trigger. Is loop a trigger? It's purple. I think it's a trigger. I'm just debating whether or not I want the Descend or whether or not I want the magic power. I think I want the magic power. I will also make it free, I think. As opposed to waiting for intrinsic, we can intrinsic the Restoring Retreat. It'll be similar. Well, not really, but it's still good. Mute 10, awesome. Magic power. Probably just dump that on and graft. I'm kind of glad we didn't get Spell Chain. I think or rather intrinsic. Spell Chain Restoring Retreat's gonna be a little expensive if we can make it intrinsic, but actually that does make it free. Do we care about descending twice? I mean, like, why not? We could descend the middle floor to the bottom floor and then have our tanks and everything out. If we can get this. Oh, dude, actually, Spell Chain Mute 10 is stupid and really good. We could put 20 mute on the dude who gains rage and multi-strike. We probably don't need it, is the thing. Spell Chain on the Engraft is 2 heals. Offering Token is double draw discard. I'm doing it on the unnamed tome. I just want to make sure that we're okay there, I think. Plus 20 magic power and consume. Big restore. Heal. Free crit builder. Why not? I mean, we upgraded a lot, and there's going to be more upgrades coming up next. But I don't know if we're going to have the money for it, but that's not too bad. In fact, maybe we shouldn't have even upgraded with healing the Pyre, because we probably are not going to need it. We're doing a good job. We're doing quite a good job, in fact. So you get the meat shield. So every turn you buff. You take a heal, you take the damage. Okay, one day I will do this correctly. You probably start with the Harness the Titan. I'm telling you, man, one day I'll play that correctly. Easily getting both kills. I guess I'll hit you. Like, this is why I like having this Cold Celia right now. She's a beast. Decent restore. Hey, excellent. We're not even really using that tank that much, but he's still a good tank. Let's just mute you, I think. Excellent. Now you're just stupid dead. Stupid dead. Stupid is a stupid dead. Easily have enough health thanks to the holdover magic power. But I think I will just spam the Calcified Ember, get it out of the deck. Are we looking to descend the Animus? Why wouldn't we? She's actually pretty decent. Now the heals just go on a different unit, but that's not a huge problem. Or rather, the even though her damage is lower than that of Cold Celia, she gets more value out of the cultivation because she has an extra stack of multi-strike. So she's still the ideal target for cultivation. Everyone gets a buff. You heal, you mute. Boss is 21 mute. Now comes our negatives. Well, I mean, we need to get an artifact that makes those free. That would be nice. All right. Worked very well. You got the kill. Damn it. Spreading spores, apply quick, sap and frostbite. So the sap, I am tempted because we can use it to sap up the top floor, the top Titan. Regen and spikes, I don't think we need. It doesn't synergize with the magic power, and we're not really dealing in regen, we're dealing with just big flat heals. Spike of the Stygian, we would need to like upgrade it to make it more playable, I think. We don't have the energy to make it work now. We might get the energy though, and the sap is nice, but I think I'm gonna skip. One day I might have to take that card though. Now, I do think I want another Merchant of Magic. What are we looking for? Holdover on like a Restoring Retreat would be nice. Build up a big bottom floor. It'll constantly get buffed with magic power from the Harness the Titans. Restoration Detonation, good damage done. Holdover Razor Sharp, probably not as much. Holdover 3 energy crit builder, but we are not always guaranteed to be able to play it. Holdover Engraft is draw and energy every turn. What kind of Merchant of Arms are we looking for? We already have the 60 damage Bloodthirsty Blade. Good God. It means Cold Celia has picked up 56 kills since we gave it to her. That's nice. I like that she's basically getting double the benefit of the Pyre Heart with this. I mean, I think magic is the way to go here. I don't think we really need rooms. Although rooms can be really good if you get Silence Room, Spell Sanctum Room. I don't think we really need those rooms, but I'll go left. I want the alcove. I want to see what we get. Not Richard Garfield. Gain Wrath, attack immediately. Gain Benevolence, restore friendly units to full health. Gain Courage, advance, restore to full health, and gain armor. I mean, if we put that on the Awoken Hollow, they heal to full at the beginning of combat. If we give them Courage, they heal to full and gain armor. That seems perfect. Wrath attack immediately is also fine, but I think to make the tanks tankier, that's a nice ability to have. Just chuck it on the Hollow and they get 60 health and 60 armor on turn 1. Benevolence heals everyone on the floor, but because our heals are worth so much, I think if other units take damage behind Awoken Hollow, just heal them. I like the armor. Save it for the Relentless Wave too, and just pop off on a lot of armor. That's a really nice ability to have on the Awoken Hollow. That is really nice. I guess we're going spikes because it's what we started with. We did get a holdover. So holdover offering token is really nice, but a holdover crypt builder gets hit by the magic power every turn. And a holdover restoring retreat does as well, but this is more for descending units. Oh, I should not have put the Pyre health on this thing. We should dump the Vine Grasps. I think... I don't know if we're gonna have the energy to play the Crypt Builder every turn, but I still like the idea of it being holdover. I don't know, a mute book that comes back. It's not horrible. We already have mute like 25. Do we need more? Probably not. Intrinsic -1. Now we're talking. Holdover on this would have been nice now. And holdover on the Crypt Builder would have been nice too. But I do like Intrinsic on the Descend, using it immediately. Permafrost offering token, I guess. The only thing I can think of. And Graft can be free and base magic power on maybe like a restore. Spending a lot of money. Spending a lot of cash. 600 gold for a prayer stone on each floor. That's actually pretty simple. And this guy is pretty easy to kill as well. He just comes out doing a lot of damage, but otherwise, we can mute him so he doesn't get the resolve buffs, I guess. You have reanimate, which is annoying, but that is more kills, I guess. Okay. Gong, 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 gong. Just want to put you up there, just in case something spawns. Well, actually, things do spawn. Whatever, you'll be fine. You are going to heal to full, but give me a second. I need to descend you. Now you can heal to full. And then we'll start buffing and give you this. And buff and give you this. I still want you to get the kills more than anyone else. Give it to you. Dump this, take a restore. I guess if there's a collector that spawns up there, I'm not going to be able to kill him with the units, so I don't know what I'm thinking with that. You're dead. Handy. I guess we can just give Overgrowth Carapace to the champion. They can come down eventually, I guess. I really wish I could hold on to a Vine Grasp for next turn. Just so that I can kill the collector if it spawns, because we're not going to be able to unless it's on the bottom. Yeah, okay. That's fine, that's fine. Unless we draw it, but... Let's harness. Pyre. It's really only buffing the restores, but there's nothing wrong with that. I can't kill you. Do I have anything that I could draw? Nope. All right. I could mute you for 5 turns, and then maybe I can kill you in 5 turns. That's what I'm gonna try. And you know what? It might even work. Because now I can get a crit builder out. It's so close. I know, I need you to not kill the collector before its mute extinguishes, though. Slay, 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 slay. So I need to descend you within like 1 turn. Okay, I would like for you to die. Might as well chunk him. Might as well end turn. Okay. Please draw a descent. Not quite. Don't do it. I need you to not do it. Well, at least we killed you. We're not getting the money out of it, but at least you're dead. All right, you're taking 1,600 damage, which is a surprise that we're not killing you. However, now you're dead. Now you're muted, and then you're muted. And then we can knock you to the back for no reason, and then pull you front for no reason. End turn. I do wish that when it gives you the slay trigger, it's over the unit, not over the first spot on the train, because everything is just being over the Awoken Hollow instead of over who is actually getting the kills. A little weird. Draw -2 next turn, but +1 energy for the rest of the battle. We don't need energy. And Ensnare is really nice. Are all of the bosses immune to root? Let's see. Fate Link. Immune to rooted, and entropy is immune to daze. So you can't root Savagery, huh? Why? Why though? I guess we'll skip. Ice Storm is a really nice target for magic power, but it's a little late. Because if we go to the Merchant of Steel to duplicate a card, we're not going to go to the Merchant of Magic. Fair. So we're not going to be able to permafrost it is really what that boils down to. Spell weakness on the top floor, I do like it. Heal the champion every turn is really damn nice. We are gonna need more tanks. In fact, the champion can go in front of the Awoken Hollow even. Like Sentient, Awoken Hollow, Cold Celia, Animus can be descended. Well, Cold Celia can be descended, and when we draw it again, Animus can be descended. But the Animus won't live that long, I guess is the problem. I guess Sentient can tank for the Animus, it's fine. Well, no, Sentient can tank for their own floor, that's fine. Yeah. Still good. Before we spend too much money. Oh right, we gave you an upgrade slot. The only one left is on the Animus. I guess we can give you multi-strike. But then we don't do anything else. So you know what, we probably can't afford this and then a reroll. We'll have enough for one more relic. Those ones are not as good as I was hoping for. I want to remove the Vine Grasp. And I want to remove the Forgotten Power. And then we want to duplicate. It's tempting to duplicate Cold Celia, but I think we just want to duplicate that 80 damage Bloodthirsty Blade and chuck that on the Animus. Starts doing 100 damage times 4 at the beginning of combat. If we can tank long enough, it's a lot of damage. I mean, it's an 87 for 1. That's a good duplication target. Helps to prevent us from getting sapped too much as well. Dun, 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 dun. And we can descend her pretty much immediately. Capacity would have still been nice, by the way. Like, those are some good floors. And I can mute you completely. And now we're not even sapped. Beautiful. You come down. You take the Restore 10 health every turn, which buffs our units. We have a Fight Club. More damage. A heal. Frostbite. We have... It took a long time, but because of the Pyre Savagery and because of that Slay equipment, we built our run around buffing Cold Celia the whole time. From the beginning. Buffed her to 126. That was our strategy. And it seems like it's gonna work. Enemies do more damage if I play this. You're not even gonna hit me, so what do I care? She kills them all in one attack. And we could just overgrowth the champion, I guess. No reason not to. Might as well play this here. You know what I should have done? I should have played the champion up here to maybe pull Seraph up here to get the spell weakness. It's not gonna matter, but it's a very minor thing that maybe we could have done. Slay, 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 slay. Should play this guy at some point. God, she's getting so big. I guess why not play him now? It's holdover, so it's going to constantly get hit and upgraded, which is nice. Like, I guess we play it here for the armor. He's still a good tank too. We have really good tanks on this run. We probably want to wait one turn before we descend you. You did not get spell weakness. I guess it has to be in the train, not flying outside the train. Rip, bud. That'll come back and scale in magic power a little bit more, I suppose. Not like we really need the big slamming crit builders, but it's nice to have. Nothing's even surviving to attack because we're doing 600 damage before the boss. Bang, 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 bang. Resolve trigger can't work. Boss, unit too big. An 86-200. Oh, you know what? We should save the Vine Grasp, pull him up to the front after a while. That's what we should do. I'm gonna try to make that happen next time. I don't have the Vine Grasp now. I already played the card, but later. There you go, there's some armor. Take a heal. Pop this. No, don't pop it. Just end turn. I don't want to get a kill. I want the units to get the kills. Username, welcome to today's stream and today's Monster Train 2 run. How you doing, username? Thought it said Venture Tooth. Absolute unit of Ascension. I love the Awoken units. They're so good and so much fun. Well, we're gonna do everything exactly the same, except perhaps we don't put the Sentient up. No, we're gonna put the Sentient up here. We're gonna make it big, and then we're gonna descend it. And then pull it to the front. We'll do the same thing that we've been doing. That means the Hollow is gonna be gaining corruption, but because of the Rejuvenate ability, well, the Rejuvenate advances is the problem there. Right, okay. I mean, we can still cast healing spells. They'll be fine. We will be okay. Don't worry about it. Play your cards. You got the damage. The sweep is nice because it's consistent damage against that guy. All right, don't die. Actually, the corruption will be partially negated via meat shield anyways. And we have the energy, so we can start scaling you, which is awesome. All right, boss is taking 1,000 damage. Pyre took a hit. Username says, I joined just in time to see the fight. Yes, you did, kid. We're gonna need to get some mute on this guy, but we have one more turn to draw either of the 3 books that we have, so I'm not worried. Sentient's gonna block the resolve damage. So for now, we'll just keep healing. Could play the offering token and try to draw, but I don't want to hold over the Crypt Builder right now. We can play Pyre Light. That's acceptable. And then heal, heal, heal. Maybe we'll just play this to draw another card, I guess. I don't want to play the Vine Grasp. I don't really want to play the Crypt Builder either. It's not good enough. Champion's healing to full every turn, which is awesome. There's our books, just in time. And you know what? We can stop him adding garbage to my deck by, I think, doing this on every floor. Which I think will work. So now we're not even gonna get the sap added. We have to do it on every floor with this guy, but I think, yeah. This was the one that was already in the deck, but he's not gonna add any more. Nice. Nice. We also did... Okay. They really need to do a pass. That's all I'm gonna say. Loop, gain multi-strike. Loop triggers gain multi-strike. Makes it a little bit more clear that this is in fact a trigger. I really hope they just make all of the like interactions between cards and elements clearer. That's my #1 pet peeve about this game right now, is that many things are unclear. Okay, thankfully you lived. I was not paying attention to your HP. You're gonna give everyone damage? I don't care. Purple is mutable, yellow isn't. Except, I don't think all of the purples are affected by mute or silence. I think there's exceptions, and that's kind of why I wish they... Because it's not... I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, you can mute enchantments. Enchantments are yellow. They apply a status effect, which is not actually a trigger. Abilities are capital A, which means the things that you click on a unit, not necessarily what's written on the card. So again, there are exceptions, and I really do hope that stuff gets worked on. All right. The only thing we have left to do is kill you. This is gonna be an easy win, which is sad. Maybe not sad, surprising. I didn't expect it to go as well as it is, honestly. Now they're dead. Why are they moving? I've taken up more space on the train than I should have. Do you see this? Why is the Awoken Hollow so far forward? They're scared. Hand up to forehead. They're afraid! They're afraid! It was like the easiest Titan fight I've had. Social distancing. That was 6 turns. It was easy as hell. Thank you, Awoken. Thank you, Awoken, and awesome Awoken units. Awoken's Rail Spike unlocked. Ah, we had this on the trial, or on the on the Dimensional Portal trial run. And I haven't seen this card yet. Or maybe we picked it up from the Rail Spike event. Maybe the Celestial Alcove can give you cards that are not unlocked yet. I don't know. Spikes do more damage. Kind of worthless. Healing spells are cheaper. Kind of okay. Ice Tornado. Titan Sentry. Oh, there's my Frost Shark. I was wondering about him. Yeah, I need to get everything unlocked because there's a lot that I'm missing that I really like. But on another Awoken victory, we have 2 of them. No Hellhorn victories. which is funny because I really like the champion, but I should really just take the multi-strike version. Good run! 7 down, 173 to go. My God. Potok's best to 0. Potok! Come on, man. And Cold Celia, 176 base damage. That's even before we give her the 145 bonus damage Bloodthirsty Blade. So she's, when we play her, she's doing 600 damage on turn 1. That's the power of the combo that we were rolling. I guess, you know, if you think about it, she started off at like, what, 15 damage? So that there's over 150 enemies that you're killing in a run. So that Pyre of Savagery, it's going to distribute across your units at least 150 damage. The Animus picked up like 5 kills, if that. Starts at 3, got an extra 14, 17. She got 12 kills the whole time. So yeah, Pyre of Savagery, 150 damage spread out between your units. Not bad. Sentient got 26 kills. So probably more like, I mean, Bloodthirsty Blade at 145, that's 141 kills right there. That's fun. That's cool. That's cool. And nothing here. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.